Do not rub your eyes in disbelief. This really is Season 2 of Formula 1 Career Mode, and the new look Williams Martini Racing is underway. And as you can see, my comparison between this season and last season is on the top there on the screen. I hope that helps you. But practice went well with me in 3rd place and Maldonado in 15th, so I'm pretty pleased with how we're doing. But let's move on quickly to qualifying lap. This is just my 2nd lap on the track, and I've already gone purple using the super soft tyres. And to get out of Q1, I need to survive, getting above 16th or above. So already I've done better than I did last season. So I was knocked out in Q1 in this point of the season last season. So a shock knockout there for Sergio Perez with Jenson Button not too far ahead. So disaster for McLaren, but maybe they didn't try, I don't know. But let's move on now to Q2, and so far it's not looking too good. I'm down in 16th and we're down to the final 2 minutes. The AI have put in a much better showing for themselves, and now I'm trying to catch Hulkenberg's time. I'm nearly half a second down, and I'm doing much better than I did last time. I'm nearly a second clear. Trying to negotiate that corner okay, and through we go. 1 minute 20, 21, 22, 23, and no, I'm not going to make it. It's only a 128 in fact, so I'm up to 15th, but I'm nearly blocked by that car. This is like pretty much the perfect measurement of time. I crossed the line at 1 second ago, but I didn't improve, and I was out of fuel, so I could only manage 15th, whereas Maldonado did a great job for the Williams team going in 12th, and Jenson Button there improving for McLaren in their post-Vodafone era. And there's your grid for the start. Nico Rosberg on pole, ahead of the world champion Fernando Alonso, Vettel 3rd, Hamilton 4th, and Webber 5th. So plenty to look forward to in our first Grand Prix of Season 2. The lights are glowing, but now they have to go. There we are, it's race time. Ricciardo makes a great start in front of his home fans, and I'm blocked down on the curves. A terrible start, and there's Sergio Perez on the inside. Here come the Caterhams and Rushes as well, braking into the first left hand for the right hander. Sorry, oversteer. I've hit a Marussia there, and it's Bianchi again trying to overtake me, and I've left a huge gap to the other cars, and so I brake as early as possible. And there's Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, he's gone a little wide and wheel to wheel there, but I'm through on the outside, a cleanish move. And look at Perez and me mirrors as well. There's Nico Hulkenberg still at the Sauber team, and you can see the striking black Force Indias are ahead, and a great start for Maldonado. He must be somewhere in the top 10. I can't see him. If you just do your maths, you can see Maldonado was probably in 9th place or something. You can see him in his Martini Williams, so that's all well and good. And that gap is starting to form now, and we advance just a little further on into the lap. There were no mishaps in that corner this season, and I brake very late. Oh, I'm wide. A careless error, and Ricciardo could very well catch up in a huge slide as well. I'm on the harder tyre, so I have to be very careful of them now. Here's Ricciardo on the inside. Does he have the slipstream? I believe he does. No, he's backed out of it. He's backed out of it. Oh, and that could be dangerous. Look at the mini-map. The cars are piling onto each other like a sore rash, and that gives me a little bit of breathing space. But a shame, as the AI usually are a bit cowardly when it comes to overtaking. But now a good pass there from Nico Hulkenberg, and now it's time to attack Paul di Resta. And now he's made another mistake, and here we go. DRS should have activated this lap, but it doesn't seem to be on past Paul di Resta. Easy as you like. So we had a good championship battle last season, and I'm into my objective of 13th position. And now we're heading into the left-right section. Dear. That's a poor entry to the corner. Failed to lift off, and now the Force India has overtaken me again. So that's disappointing, and I tried to get straight back at him, and I go a little wide again, and there's Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo takes advantage, and I try to go around the outside, and it works actually. So I've just got to take more care in future. Now very early pit stops as the super softs have worn out on many of the cars, and that'll put me into 6th position, I think. Yeah, 6th position for Williams. I actually got some DRS there, which is cool, and the battle recommences between myself and Ricciardo, and I get more DRS. Hooray! Now this is lap 5, and the top 5 have all gone into the pits. That includes Sutil, who I'll be battling for position with, but this puts me into the lead of the Australian Grand Prix, and I've just got to maintain my pace. It doesn't matter how far ahead I'm in the lead, as long as I don't make any mistakes and come out in the pits whenever I feel like it, or whenever I can, sorry. There we go, I've actually led a lap of the Australian Grand Prix, and Rosberg is 5 seconds behind. Hamilton and Vettel are pretty close by as well. So now my tyres have finally said enough's enough, and we'll have to agree with that sentiment. And then we turn nice and tight for the pit lane, and here we go, under the advertisement we go, and the new look pit crew will be taking some option tyres for me now. There we go. Will it be a good stop? 1 and 2 and 3. There you go. That's nice work by Williams, and we're away. But how will we merge? There we go. There's Sutil ahead of Maldonado. Where are Paul di Resta and Ricciardo? There they are. They're ahead, but not by much. So we haven't lost too much time, which is relief. And away we go again. So how will we do? I've actually caught up now. The other cars are battling away, so that distracts them for just enough so I can catch up. And Ricciardo, he's going to have a go at Paul di Resta, I'd say. He's in the DRS activation zone, and we brake for the final turn. I think it's Surtees. I made the mistake last year thinking it was Clark, but again, I just have to find a way to get myself a track map. And now DRS activates, I'm in the zone myself. Ricciardo fancies a look at Paul di Resta here. Braking. No attack yet, but now I'm going to try again. Very good agility from the car, and DRS activated. I've got a real run on Ricciardo. Surely it's only a matter of time. Braking. No, too late. Too late. I've completely missed the corner, and it's back to square one as I've ruined my options, and that's a terrible mistake again. Oh, I've broken the front wing just a little bit. Rosberg, Hamilton, Vettel, Alonso, Massa, your top 5. Raikkonen and Hülkenberg complete the points. Maldonado 12th, myself 15th, but everyone else still running. But thankfully, it's only lap 11, and already I've caught up to Paul di Resta, so the AI are really fighting hard with each other. So you can just see how much of a difference it makes. And now we brake for the final turn again. Bianchi 21 seconds behind, so it's all about this battle for 12th position. It's an intense one because we want to get on the front foot from the start of every season, and this is no different. A new fastest lap for me there. Paul di Resta. Oh, distraction! Ricciardo and di Resta collide, and I failed to negotiate my way out of the way. Paul di Resta retires, and it seemed Ricciardo was distracted by Maldonado, and now my race is in disarray yet again. This is pretty much one of the shortest stints you could ask for, and yet it's gone horrifically wrong. I've made 2 errors. I've pretty much wrecked my front wing, and that puts me 14th. So I have technically gained a position, but I've lost so much time, and I've got a real comeback on my hands here. And just talk about a dreadful stint. And now we've got to start all over again just as we reach the halfway point. And it's Rosberg, Hamilton, Vettel, Alonso, Webber, Massa, Grosjean, Button, Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Sutil, Maldonado, Ricciardo, myself, Perez, Gutierrez, Bianchi, Van der Garde, Peak, Verne and Chilton. So Perez has been struggling all race, but finally he's broken free. But without Paul di Resta, I just need to catch Ricciardo and I'll be absolutely fine. A new fastest lap for myself there, 1:30.5. Ricciardo's 5.8 seconds up the road, but Perez is 5.9 down the road. So I'm kind of the meeting the sandwich and a bit of carelessness there. I forgot to take the corner correctly, and I've lost a bit of time there. but I'm definitely gaining on the Toro Rosso. You can see the gap is just 2.8 now, but Perez is doing a similar job on me. Maldonado is perhaps doing a good job defending, so it's allowing me back into the race. And now we'll go through the final sector again. There we go, that's a good entry. We'll take the final cut as best I can. There we go. And the gap is reduced even further, I believe. Maybe it's gained, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's 2.8, it's basically the same thing. But the AI are very distracted in these first few corners, and DRS will activate for Ricciardo. But again, they're losing time. I'm within a few car lengths now, and a little wide, but I won't worry too much about that. And the battle is still going on. I'm about to run out of tire health, I suppose, but the gap is now just 1.5 seconds. It's a great little comeback here. Maldonado probably disappointed he didn't break away, but now here's an attempt. Oh, it doesn't matter. Attempt on the corner there by Ricciardo, and it's failed, and now he's totally lost his momentum, and I'm within 1 second, and this is absolutely pivotal. But look at Sergio Perez, he's done the exact same thing on me, nearly a mistake, and we're away. That's alright, we'll survive. But now it's a real battle for 13th yet again. I've got to keep an eye on my mirrors and avoid Sergio Perez overtaking me. And now I believe I'm going to make my pit stop this lap. Braking. And there we go. This is it. I turn in for the third and final time. And away we go. And the pit lane is all belonging to me now. I just have to get in the pits and get out again. As you can see, I have that done and dusted in 3.2 seconds. So all's well and good. But how about the outlap? Can I get a good outlap in and catch Ricciardo for the 13th position? There we go. DRS again for some strange reason activates. But now let's see how we've done. We need to get ahead of Perez. But look at this. I think that's Ricciardo. It is Ricciardo and Perez. Or excuse me, no, I think that's Gutierrez. So I've gained hugely on Maldonado. I've got to run yet again here. Oh, can I go inside? Maldonado agrees with me there, but I brake just a little too early. And the Venezuelan now will have much fresher tyres, and he can get away. That was a big moment in this race, but I have to work with my teammate and try and maximise our result together rather than dividing and conquering. There we go. So Maldonado gets away. There we go. I get DRS on him again. Where is Daniel Ricciardo? He's going to come up, is he? No, he's not. We continue the battle. Ricciardo going long this final stint, so that's absolutely fine by me. As long as we gain on him, I don't care. Oh, mistake there, and that could be the moment that Maldonado has broken free, and I think it has. But now look at Sergio Perez. I've made a mistake, and he's going inside. And oh, contact! You know, he completely backs out of it. Contact there. And Sergio Perez has seemingly got a drive-through, so it's not just the human players that get punished, it's the AI as well. So bizarrely, Perez just completely fell back and received a penalty. There's Johnny Ricciardo through. I've beaten him through the pit lane. What a comeback! And now it's just a matter of surviving until these final few laps. So I've made it to 13th. The team will be reasonably pleased with that, and Maldonado will have some lap traffic to overtake there. So let's have one last look at the top ranking. It's Rosberg, Hamilton, Alonso, Vettel, Webber, Massa, Button, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Sutil, Maldonado, myself, Ricciardo, Gutierrez and Perez there, followed by the other back markers. There we go. You could see there my tyres are actually expiring. It's the glitch again. I had plenty of tyres saved up, but it seems it just thinks about the tyres you have in reserve, and now my race could be in jeopardy. Ricciardo's gone clean through on the outside, and I'm going to try and overtake him. Can I do it? Yes, I had to corner cut, but Ricciardo says no, I'm not having any of that. And I don't get DRS, as it only matters in the 1 second zone, but I'm through this time. So yeah, there you go, I'll take the inside. So I think the game just homes in on those reserve tyres that you're allowed to get. Whoa, look at that for a slide. Oh, it's too much of a slide, and I've again hit that barrier, Kazuki Nakajima style. And it just seems like it doesn't care about the tyres you use for qualifying and practice, that they don't carry over. So again, I've got to survive on terrible tyres. And here's Ricciardo again. Oh, I don't want to lose this position. And there you can see there are other cars behind us, so we're wasting valuable time. Maldonado nearly out of the map at this stage as he crosses the Sector 1 split. There we go. I'm taking the corner much more tentatively this time. It's no big deal, but we carry on. And yeah, I've really got to survive in these tyres. There we go, blue flags are waving behind me. It's only a matter of time before the leaders do their business and get on with the race. And it's Nico Rosberg, I assume, is still ahead in this Grand Prix. He's set the pole time and he wants the World Championship lead. But now look at Ricciardo and Gutierrez. I'm really got to concentrate hard now. It's lap 26 and the blue flags are finally out. I've got to get this Mercedes away from me and get back to the race, because I've made a little bit of time. And this is where Lewis Hamilton famously made his mistake in the middle of the safety car period and caused a controversy by lying to the stewards. And there you go, you can see I really don't like the last corner. It's causing me all sorts of nightmares. And Gutierrez has a missing part of his front wing, and I've lost so much time that lap. And there's a real battle for position. Gutierrez now overtaking, but I don't know if he can make it stick, because we've got other cars trying to force their way through via blue flags. And there you go, Gutierrez has overtaken, but we're only one lap away from the finish now. And Ricciardo's back through. Ricciardo is back to 14th. And look how carefully I have to go. I've absolutely no room for error. Ricciardo will get DRS in both the sectors, but I'm kind of being a little mean. I'm moving a little further out with the middle of the track. And if that was real life, I will get penalised, because that was a bit cheeky. And now the blue flags are yet again out in force. And that could give me the gap I need for just a few sectors at least. And I don't know who it is yet. It's a real battle for the podium positions. Here we go. I think it's the other Mercedes yet. Just look in the left front mirror there. Hamilton will have to overtake me now. I'm trying to gain my momentum. Back in contact! Hamilton failed to really notice me there. And thankfully I didn't take the Briton off the road. That would have been a real tragedy. And now Alonso maybe has a run on the Mercedes. But now it's Daniel Ricciardo on me. I've just got 4 turns to survive. And here we go. This is the first one. I take it very slowly. But Ricciardo's gone for the outside. Ricciardo takes me on the outside. He's through. He's taken my position. And that's it. Oh, I'm completely knackered now. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that has ruined it. I'm down another place. Vettel is going to take me. And so will Gutierrez. And no. The car gives up on me again. And that'll mean Sergio Perez will overtake. I'm stuck in the wall again. No. Oh, for goodness sake. What a terrible, terrible ending. And now the other front runners will overtake. And shake of the head. What are you doing, Owen? That is ridiculous driving. And the tyres were red at that stage. Hulkenberg is also there to overtake me. And it's just another case of an undignified finish. There's so many ways to finish a Grand Prix with a humiliation, but that is the end of the race. A 16th to pretty much absolutely detest. I was so disappointed with that one, but we live and learn, and we'll move on as best we can. But it's a poor start to the season yet again. I actually finished lower than I did in my season 1 attempt, so it's Rosberg's victory with Hamilton and Alonso scrapping all the way to the end. Vettel, Webber, Massa, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Hulkenberg and Button are the other top 10. But Maldonado will be delighted to get his season off to a good start, as he was absolutely destroyed by me in season 1. But the only real worry for us is that Sauber got 2 points, and now we're trying to beat them this season maybe. So my objective for the year is try and get some points before the European races. That'll be great, but I'd love to gain at least 50 points this season and make a real name for myself. and prove it wasn't a fluke in season 1 that I got a top 5 in Brazil, among others. But this is our second round of the championship. It's in Sepang in Malaysia, and I hope for much better in a potentially wet qualifying session at least. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys, and see you again soon. Bye now.